Hello everyone, my name is Fen Plays, and this is Starsector. So last time we were just trying to make as much money as possible so that we could keep our colony from going bankrupt effectively. Or keep us from going bankrupt, paying back our colony for things that we took. But this time, we're heading to Asconia, to Umbra, to make as much money as we can, so that we can continue upgrading our colony, eventually then expanding our colony. Alright, so in we go. Gotta turn on that transponder, and they're going to search us. They won't find anything. And let's go to Syndria. So we repair our ships in the dockyard, and what does Syndria want? Well, Syndria will sell us supplies. Of course, we don't have any money right now. So let's go ahead and make our way to Umbra to make as much money as we can. Hopefully the pirates of Umbra will leave us be this time around. Let's see. So pirate trade convoy. We don't necessarily want to mess with them. Alright, so we'll turn up our transponder. It'll take at least 3 months for them to be able to trade with us again. So next up is Karas. Karas also will buy supplies. So that's in the Yama system. So to Yama we go. Actually, I would like having these supplies, but I want to make some money too. So yeah, to Yama we go. We've sort of been doing a lot of supply trading. We can't always just wait for Chalcedon to run out again. So that's what we will do. We will wait for Chalcedon to run out of supplies, and then we will go over there and capitalize. So let's go ahead and make our way to over to Nachiteka. And what bounties can we take? Okay, so we can go to Samara potentially and make ourselves some scratch that way. But 25 days left on that bounty, so not amazing. What about these? Person's pretty far away. Let's go to here first. And we can hopefully make some money over there. Alright, and away we go. To Samara. So what do you guys think about the game so far? Do you like it? If you do like it, are you considering buying it? I would hope that you would. It is a really good game for the price tag, which I believe is $19, I think? Could be wrong. That's somewhere in that vicinity. Let's go ahead and jump on to Typhon, and let's see if we can find some enemies to kill. So fuel is at a fairly low price here. We can buy quite a bit. Okay, so let's just see if we can find any pirates to fight. So let's go see if they have anything over here. I have a feeling they'll be over near Daphon. So let's go see what happens. Our fleet is pretty beefy. We can handle ourselves somewhat well. And let's go pick a fight with these guys. Let's try to interdict them. And what do you know, we made it. Let's try to catch them with just sustained burst. And it looks like we did. Let's kick the crap out of them. Right, so our fleet has expanded ever so slightly. So these guys are Group 1. Group 2 includes this drover now. Group 3 are now both these herons. So we have a somewhat problematic scenario of the drovers are over here, and we're going to want the herons to get out of the way. So let's go ahead and have the drovers go here, the herons go there, and the more frontline combat ships move forward. Let everything else get out of the way. Okay, now that they're out of the way, let's give some order, shall we? So the faster ships we will issue fighter strikes on, as they're more likely to die quickly to those. And what? No. Go ahead and keep doing what you're doing. Let's give him a search and destroy order, actually. Okay, so our fighter ships are able to make short work of the smaller ships in this enemy fleet. As it turns out, being able to just mob the enemy is very useful. While they are trying to gain fighter superiority, we just have way too many fighters for them to have a chance of doing anything about. Alright, and as my favorite is, there's just nothing left after those torpedoes annihilate them sometimes. So, if the AI would prioritize just attacking some of our ships, they might do a bit better. There he goes. He's like, whee! Alright, so once we are going to be able to get rid of these guys fairly quickly. At this point, I think we can full assault and have no major problems. So let's just have them all search and destroy. Let them make their own choices about who they're going to attack. Now it looks like that's actually a bad idea. So let's select the drovers and the condors and let the combat ships do what they want. So that this happens. Yes, they just have no prayer whatsoever. Now this mule is actually sticking around. He's brave and foolish. But his foolishness will find him permanently disabled and slowly ripped apart. And like that, one enemy fleet goes down. So some ran from us. We can pursue them. Let's have the drovers go after them. Alright, so one survived. Consider ship recovery. We've considered it. Let's pick through the wreckage. And let's scavenge as well. There we go. Alright, so Our faction with the hegemony has improved, and let's actually just break it for salvage, because we can be complete assholes like that and just take it. So let's see what's at Dapham and see if there are any major, if there's any threats here. Does not look like it. What about this gate over here? Are there any enemies hanging out around it? Let's go find out. Multiple contacts. Some of them are pretty beefy fleets too. We don't necessarily want to pick a fight with all of them. Maybe one of them at a time. Not all of them. Alright, let's see if I can lure this one away. And there's no other reason to fight these guys now. The bounty is over, and we have made the teeny tiny amount of money that we could have. May they reign in peace. Alright, so let's go ahead and just scrap this over here. Yes. Take it. Let's take it. No real loss to us for doing so. Alright. It's a venture. Well, let's see. We could recover it. Ventures are extremely beefy. But I think I'll rather just salvage it. Okay, so when it comes to Chalcedon is once again going to be our cash cow. And Connie as well. Cool. Alright, let's make our way to Nachiteca, where we can then, and from there we will... Ooh, and what is this? Seems to be a nice big sized fleet. Attacking something else. So this, the Eventide doesn't seem to have anything that's particularly good defending it, so I'm kind of paranoid about getting anywhere near these enemies. They are still really beefy, and I don't want to pick a fight with them. Yeah, let's not even risk it, and let's transverse jump out of here, because that is a scary big fleet that will potentially go and kill us. Later, suckers! Woo! So, all right, as straight a line as we can manage to Nachiteca. Then to do more trading to make as much money as possible. Let's join this battle. Alright, we managed to wipe them out. Not something I want. Let's go through the wreckage. Let's continue on our way to Nachiteca. And pick up as much fuel as we can get our hands on. Yes, you can search me. And now I'm going to go take all of the stuff and run. So we can buy the fuel at an extremely low price. We still have a lot of fuel left over there. But we're going to do something similar to what we did last time. We're going to take as much of their fuel as we can, just so we can save it for ourselves. Seems as though we bought too much fuel just for ourselves. So are they willing to buy this for an increased price? It looks like it. What about these? Not an increased price. Alright. Cool. So we will buy as much of it as we can at the reduced price. And then we will take everything we can out of storage. Goody. Alright, so now that we're maxed out on fuel, let's look at the ships that we could have bought from them. Doesn't look like anything all that great. And so now, people who want to buy fuel from us are Connie and Chalcedon. Umbra would, but they hate us. So Chalcedon also wants supplies. So let's go make a ton of money. On the way, we can stop by Aslan and sell these metals at something. Checomoztec? Sounds Aztec, potentially. Alright. Is that an Aslan? Yes, it was. So let's go ahead and head over there as we make our way out of the system. And make our way... Okay, so mercantile convoy, probably pirates. Is pirates. Do we have any room for more stuff? We kind of do. Let's join the battle. So our second in command, take care of those. Considered it, decided against it. So we will take some fuel. We will make our way back here. Where we can then make our way to Chisometek and sell. So we go to the black market. We sell this stuff. Yeah, you can sell it for 20. I don't care. So we can get it off of our hands. We have a local deficit of these, which we can then sell for a nice amount, or we could just leave them in our colony where they will be used. Let's leave them in our colony. And what can we buy here? You guys are selling supplies for the cheap. I like that. Let's buy supplies. Or at least as many as we can. Yes. Alright, let's get out of here. So next up, we want to go to Epiphany. Actually, we want to go to, Epiphany and then Chalcedon. Here, Epiphany will buy these for a slight profit from me. Chalcedon will buy them for a much better profit, and Connie will buy them for a much, much better profit. So let's go to Epiphany. Sell some... Let's go to Epiphany and sell some fuel, I think it is. No, it supplies to Epiphany. Fuel to Chalcedon and Connie. So, How you guys liking the video? Go ahead and let me know in the comment section below. Alright, so we're going to sell them the supplies thereafter. It's not a good enough price for me, really. So we're going to sell them those supplies. See if they have anything that we could want to buy from them. Doesn't look like it. What about ships? Do we want to buy any ships from these guys? Does not look like it either. And there's no other things. There's nothing else really to be had. So let's go to Chalcedon. And we just have to rebuild our money to where we can finally get our hands on some. We can finish getting that battle station fully upgraded and to the point to where we can really just ignore that system and not have to worry much about it. So let's go to Chalcedon, the black market as always, and go make ourselves a nice chunk of change. As always, we want to pick up things for cheap. These people are at a relatively low price. What can we get on the down low? Alright, I think that might be most of what we can care about right now. These we can get a nice chunk of immediately. We can buy a lot of food for our colony. Price goes up. And we don't have to worry about much of that. So let's go ahead and go to Connie next. Alright. So what are you guys' playstyle? How would you play this game if you haven't played it? If you have played it, how do you like to build your fleets? Do you carry your fleets like me? Do you like to make something more specific? Alright, so we can buy supplies from Connie for cheap. We can then sell fuel to them for expensive. We can now buy ore from them for dirt cheap. And we don't have enough room for that, so we're gonna have to put some of that back. But what's this? No, we're producing ore. We don't need to whatever. We'll just take it. Alright, so we pay a tiny amount of money for some ore that we produce tons of already. No. It's not worth it. Okay, and what kind of ships do they have that we might care about? None. Alright. Nothing at the bar. And what can we do with the rest of these? We seem to have fully saturated the supply market. There's Karas and Umbra, but every time we go out there, we end up spending fuel just to get to places. Let's go back to Penelope's Star. Let's go back to Ishmata and attempt to just drop off some more food just so we don't have to worry about them. The more food they have, the better. So colonies have been raided in the Hizbrasil system. That's not great, but then again, it might be fantastic for me. Alright, and to Penelope's Star we go. We'll turn on our transponders so our friendly fleets don't freak out. And what can we do? There, enjoy. Don't say I never give you nothing. So, here's a spy fort. Well, normally, gotcha. Let's go to storage. Let's drop off all of these weapons again. Just in case I should ever want to use them again. And they also just don't sell for a whole lot. So we've got a lot of nice heavy machinery out of our recent battles. A nice bit of heavy machinery here as well. Okay, so supply chain is taken care of. Hasbrosil, they need lots of people right now. We can go and buy lots of people at Chalcedon. But Hasbrosil needs a lot of things at the moment, mostly crew. Okay, so Hasbrosil needs crew. They don't need them so much that they'll pay full price for them. Okay. Actually, at this point we can start buying lots and lots of Marines and selling them abroad. But we have crew that we can get rid of, and so let's see what we can do here. Patrol HQ, if we upgrade that, it gives us civility bonus of 2 instead of 1. It increases increases the strength of our so it increases the strength of our base, of our colony, and we seem to be doing quite well for ourselves. What I would like to do is fuel production, but also refining. Both of those cost a lot. Fuel production refining will result in lots more profit, I think, but the fuel production will be extremely profitable regardless. Okay, so how much do we make from mining? We make 3. So we would want 1 more to be able to properly cover all of our problems. I'll cover the fuel. Ah, very nice. So, we are exporting these to these guys, but what about fuel? What can we learn about that? So we seem to be getting a lot of fuel from Nechateca. We have 0% of the market share on this. So I suppose if we could get the colony to... So I suppose that what would end up happening is our colony would sell to these guys, making us lots of money passively. That could be useful, but at the same time, those are pirates and terrorists. I'm not sure if we sell to them all that regularly. Okay, so either way, we make 3 of these a month. Exports bring in a lot. How much does this cost us? Medical production. So basically, if we create our own fuel, then what will end up happening is we will, in essence, drive down the cost of our exports. We'll drive down the... We will make less money in export, but we will make more money in that we don't have to buy fuel from somebody else. That's sort of what I'm getting at. So that could be extremely profitable. Okay, so these two combined are about 30,000. It's about the same as... It's about 25,000. Okay. Well, I mean, that's great. So what we want to do is probably start with refining. No, we want to start with fuel production and then move into refining. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. What is going on over here? Are there pirates? There be pirates. Hey guys, what's up? Let's dance, shall we? Let's go ahead and deploy the feed. We're just going to do something potentially stupid and tell everyone to full assault, because they're so small and weak compared to us. So let's see what happens. I'm just curious. So he's going straight into it. He's just going ham. No, he's not. I'm controlling that ship right now. Let's set him to autopilot, so he won't just continue moving forward. Alright, so being hyper aggressive, we seem to be cutting down the enemy. If we take control, we can just tell our ships to tell our drones to target him. So we are ordering them to engage on this one. Alright, very nice. And how are things going over here? These seem to be getting a bit close to that for comfort. So I'm going to have my drover come over here and let's see what we can do. So we can, in effect, tell our camera to focus on something else, if we so want. Okay, so got it. Alright, next up is you. Alright, we got it. Is that everything? That's everything. We lost nothing, they lost everything. Alright, so we considered it. Let's pick through the wreckage. Let's take what we want. And Yes. There's a little bit of scout salvage here. So let's take everything. And our ships are nice and fast right now. So, is there pirate activity in this system right now? Can we tell? We have to go here. Is there pirate activity? Yes. We need a stronger... We need to upgrade this, but we also want to make more money. Alright, so we have lots of ore over here that we can do manufacturing with. The next one we're going to want to work on is somebody else who can make fuels, because we can potentially just become the fuel powerhouse that fuels the thirst of the sector for fuel. We will cover everything you need. Alright, so which one of you also covers... So there we go, there. There's volatiles. This one has abundant volatiles as well. So we have 3 planets that have volatiles on them. We'll probably set all 3 of them just to make fuel, so that we can just get as much money as we can. They're not as good as this planet, but at least we will be able to capitalize as much as the market share as we can on fuel. We have 2 or 3 planets that have ore on them, so at least we can cover that as well. This one is scattered ruins, so we want to get that as well, and just have lots and lots of mining everywhere. Alright. Wait, what was that last one? No. That. Was it this? Like an obelisk or something? Low gravity, got it. Alright, so our patrol HQ is going out there and trying to make... Patrol HQ is going out there and trying to make trying to make us some nav buoys and such. Okay, so that's 9k for us. I'd love to start kicking that further up, and I think fuel will do that for us. You'll return all that for fuel, make us a good amount of money. What is this? So that's 25. This sells for 250. I suppose if it was something where the fuel is made with something I think we could find later, then that would make it more profitable. But overall, we're looking at these, which sell for a huge profit, and these would sell for a huge profit over that. Whereas this does not sell for a huge profit over that, unless each volatile is turned into multiple fuels, which could be the case. I'm not sure actually. How exactly does fuel production work? I'd like to know how much fuel is actually produced by fuel production. I mean, because right now I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's probably listed somewhere how much they should get. But right now we produce these, so I think instead of fuel, our next industry will be refining. And then the third one will be fuel production. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Alright, so in order to do that, we need to make a lot of money. So, this is kind of sold out. This is kind of sold out. This can be a good profit, but it's not a huge one right now. The hegemony wants this. I think I've been doing too good of a job potentially at capitalizing on all this. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, well first off, let's take all our metals and marines out and put them in our resource stockpile, just so they can use them as needed. Second, we're not making a ton of money yet, but we will most likely be making a ton of money later. Actually, marines, that's where we can make a lot of money. Yeah, that's where we can make our scratch. So let's go to Koros. Let's go to Karos and Sphinx. We actually need to unload some people just so we aren't so heavily burdened with crew. So where can we sell off crew? So in Syra we'll take a lot of crew. And Mayasura will take a lot of crew. Who will sell us this one? So that's Myra, Nima. Okay, well, also with heavy weapons, heavy armaments, so we can get a lot of those from Tritachyon. Okay, so we've found out how we are going to make cash. And that is with marines and such. So let's go to Ancyra first and sell off lots and lots of marines. Well, lots of crew. What is this? Who goes there? Hello, pirates. Time to die, pirates. Alright, so let's have our real fighting craft. Do we have to put them in like the back to have them go in the front? So let's put our fighting craft up front. Let's have these three protect him. Let's have these two protect that one. And let's see what happens. Alright, they thread the needle through everything. And to battle we all go. Alright, so let's do strikes on the smaller craft and the carrier in the back. So now let's get rid of those. They are in position for the most part. Let's have them start just bodying people. Alright. Cool. Okay, so that destroyer is making bad decisions. He was about to just get wrecked. Yeah, there we go. Cool. At this point, we're just going to do full assault. I don't need to command anymore. So, let's take control. Let's target him. And let's try to contribute as best we can. And there it goes. Alright. So, not interested in any of those. Let's pick through the wreckage, take everything, and continue on our way. You seem to be going to here. So I'm curious, is there just a big gathering over there? Where's everybody going? Bingo? So, let's see, anything? Not really. Okay, I think he was going for this more than anything. So, let's go ahead and make our way to Ansara, where we can potentially make ourselves quite a bit of profit traveling soldiers around the galaxy. Oh, hello. Ah, good. They've come together. I'd hate to have to fight them individually. Let's kill them. So, let's have the drovers go here, the herons go there, and these guys go there. Alright, so everyone seems to be in a semblance of position. So let's go ahead and remove these points and put strikes on the enemy. Alright. Just need to make sure everything seems to be going well enough while we exterminate the enemy. So, this is us, I believe. No. This is us? Oh, there we go. Okay, so our missile carrier will be absolutely fine. No real worries there. I want the destroyer to go in first. Let's go ahead and see if we can collapse this enemy line. Actually, let's try getting right in his face. Yeah, turn your broadside to me. There we go there. How are things doing on that side? seem to be alright. Let's turn on some autopilot so I can survey, as that drover is just a bit passive. Okay, let's disable autopilot and make our way forward a little bit more. We have 20 missiles left. We're going to want to target him. I'm going to wait until we're either right up in space or he ends up. Okay, so shields didn't go down to all that quickly. What do we see? Everything seems to be alright. Our destroyer is closing in. Come on, everyone, kill him! Kill him! Keep shooting him. Alright, and there he goes. Let's just full assault on everyone and allow autopilot to happen. Alright. So the enemy fleet, their Condor ran away. Well, we can't have that. No. Let's go ahead and pursue them, have our second command take care of it, have two drovers go in there and just massacre their entire population. Yes. Kill them all. Nah. Don't want that. Thing's a piece of garbo. Let's go into hyperspace, make our way to Ancyra, and begin making as much money as we can. Alright, and in we go to Ancyra. Alright, so we're going to go to the black market. We want to sell. They will literally buy all of them. Okay, so let's get down to below what we need. Let's keep about 700 and... yeah, that's good. Alright, what else can we sell? Nothing that we really want to. Let's confirm there. And how much are they charging for Marines? They're not selling Marines. Good to know. We can get some more supplies from these guys. And fuel is expensive, so we're not going to buy it from them. What can we buy off the market today? Nothing that we really care about. So, instead, let's now go to Derinkurio Station and see what we can get from them. Alright. Derinkurio Station. They are willing to sell us supplies at cost. Okay, we'll take them. What does During Q Station produce? Okay, so it exports ore. That's what it does. Okay, so that's all it does. So that means everything should be at cost here. There's Xiphos that they procured by some means. We can buy some recreational drugs, which we would be able to get at Chalcedon. But we will probably pick these up on the way back, if anything. Chalcedon also likes having heavy weapons, which we would love to get our hands on. Alright, let's continue on our way to Aslan. Maybe we'll find something in oh, there is Aslan. We can buy supplies there for cheap. Do they want anything? They would buy those for... Alright. Let's make our way to Nachiteca. Then once we arrive, we will be able to start buying lots and lots of Marines and making a ton of money selling them on the black market. Are they Marines or are they mercenaries? Maybe one and the same. So off we go to the great purple, blue yonder. Turn our transponder on, make our way to Nachiteca. Then we will check out the other ship here. We'll check out Yama Station. Just imagine when Yama Station was being named, there's just this Russian guy and he's like, Yama! Alright. To my Russian viewers out there, I love you. Yeah, don't come after me. Alright, so nothing here that I want to buy. I would like to get some, well, they're not really in the mood for... Oof, we are almost entirely full up. Let's buy all the Marines. Even a 30% increase, they are fairly inexpensive, so to speak. So, if we were to go here, how much are Marines going for here? That'll be about 260, about 230 or so. It's not the worst, but it could be much better. Being able to pick them all up at once, well, we can't afford to, but being able to pick a lot of them up quickly without having to worry about it is extremely useful. Oh no, they're just like, hey, you jerks, stop doing that. And our response is clearly no. Our response to them saying, stop doing that, you smuggling jerk, is eat my ass. Okay, so we jumped out too early. We should have gone to Yama first, because of course we did. So let's go to Yama and buy Marines there, as well as many as we can get in our holds, and then we will make our way to Chalcedon and be as wealthy as possible. I can't afford all of them, but we can take quite a few. Can we get more Marines by selling these? Can we get the rest of them? Yes, we can. Good enough. Alright. So now we need to go to Chalcedon and sell marines. We can also sell fuel at almost a loss, supplies for a large gain. So let's go to Chalcedon and then end the episode. So guys, my name has been Fen. My name has been Muir. This has been Starsector. And we are making our way to Chalcedon to fuel terrorists who want to behead you just for not worshipping Lud hard enough. Wonderful people, truly, clearly. Total, just amazing individuals that everyone wants as their neighbor. And let's fuel their pirate, well, fuel their terrorism, I suppose. Alright, so we make our way to Chalcedon. And I hear you guys are looking for marines. Well, I'm looking to sell marines. I hear you're looking for fuel too, luckily. And maybe supplies. Goody. What else do we have? Thanks for the money. So, what do they produce locally? Food, drugs, organs, the usual. Let's go back and say if they produce food locally, we want to get as much as we can. Let's go ahead and buy all their food, just so we can feed our colony more. And away we go. So does Kani also need fuel? Kani does, and they'll pay a much better price for it. Luckily for Kani, we are an equal opportunity smuggler. So let's go. And then we'll go home, distribute our food to the masses, and call it a day. So go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Am I doing this the ultra slow way? Am I doing this the way that you think I should? If not, why do you think I shouldn't? Oh my. If you think I'm doing it wrong, let me know. We'll try to figure it out. If you think I'm doing it right, then well, I agree. But let's see. We will see later. What do these guys make? They're a mining station. Sounds good. They make stuff that we make. They just don't make fuel. Those poor bastards. Alright. And so now back to Penelope Star we go. To Ishmara. To give our food to the masses. And to plan our next move on how we're going to make even more money. But that will be next time. Planning our how we're going to make money, that is. But how about you guys? How do you like playing this game? Do you guys like doing what I'm doing right now? Slowly building up your colonies to where you have one that is the bulwark upon which all other threats will smash. Yes. Or do you like doing something else? Do you like having colonies in the four corners of the sector? What do you enjoy? Right. And who wants to buy these again? Chalcedon suddenly wants to buy more supplies. Interesting. We just sold them a bunch of supplies. Well, it works for me. So they'll buy lots of marines. And we did. Okay, so we've given our colony tons and tons of food. We're happy about that. We've got loads of resources. We're also happy about that. And lots of supplies. Alright. So, can we make refining? We can. But before we do that, I will see you guys next time on Starsector. My name has been Fen. This has been Starsector. Comment below if you have anything you want to tell me, or share with the community, or share with the class. It's alright. Just make sure you brought enough gum for everyone. Otherwise, you know, Billy in the back will come after you. Alright. So like the video if you liked. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Ring that bell if you haven't already. And I will catch you guys next time on Starsector. See you later.